Hey, what's up, everyone? I am here to talk about what's on the mat right here. But before I do, I just want to tell you today I went to another local gun shop and I was pretty excited because I saw a pistol for sale, used, that's kind of on my list of guns to buy whenever I see them. This is the Ruger LCP 22LR Lite-Rack. And I've had this on my list for probably a year and a half, 2 years, since shortly after it came out. For a few reasons. Number one is I really like the profile of the LCP 2 380, but I don't like the 380 in that smaller gun. Second thing is I like Ruger's, and it's a 22. And the other thing is it's a Lite-Rack, so it's the kind of thing that my wife would be able to use, pretty easily. So I like that quite a bit too. Also, it has a 10-round capacity. The problem is I've had lots of opportunities to buy them, but it has an MSRP of $419, and I was seeing it a lot of places for $400. And while I did like it a whole lot, I was not paying $400 for it. When I went to purchase my Kel-Tec P17, that kind of came down to the P17 and this, and I had been seeing them a lot lately down to like 360, 350. The shop where I went, I believe he wanted 340 for it, which was the cheapest price I had seen by far for a new LCP2 Lite-Rack. And I ended up getting the Kel-Tec because the Kel-Tec was a little over $100 cheaper, and it came with 3 magazines versus the 1 magazine for this guy. So I ended up going with the Kel-Tec. And I remember I told the owner, I said, I'd love to have that gun. I said, but I just think it's too much money. I'll wait for the prices to come down. He goes, oh, they're not coming down. Well, they went from 400 to like 360 to 340. I think before too long they'll be below 300. Well, fast forward to today, I walk into my local gun shop, and boom, I see this in the showcase. So I looked to make sure it wasn't 380 because I have no interest in that. Been there, done that, never again. But when I saw it was a 22, I had to get it. It was $269, which for the used version was a little bit more than I'd want to spend, but I really did want it, so I, no pun intended, pulled the trigger. Again, just came with 1 magazine because that's all they ship with from the store. Not too pleasant, but I was really happy to get this. I know that part of the reason for this is as a practice aid for those who have the Ruger LCP2. But you know what, crazy me, I am going to use it as a fun range gun / sometimes concealed carry gun. Yes, it shoots 22, but I feel pretty good about that if I'm using quality ammunition, which I would typically do. Probably mini mags. I have quite a few CCI mini mags, so that'll probably be the round of choice. Now, just a few things about this. Those of you who aren't aware, this was probably released probably going around 2 years now, maybe a little more or a little less. Let's take out the tape measure here, just to kind of give you an idea of the size. Now, if you are familiar with the LCP2 380, well, you're familiar with this because it's very, very similar. So size-wise, we are looking at just a little bit over 5 inches, maybe like 5 1/8 inch. And height-wise, without the sights, we're looking at maybe 3 7/8 inches and probably 4 with the sight. Yeah, just about 4 with the sights included. It comes standard with a 10-round magazine, which drops free very, very nicely. And again, that is a 10-round magazine. And just so you know, this has been safety checked, so we are very good there. No need to worry about my safety. I appreciate it, though. So as you can tell here, we have the magazine release right here, nicely located. The trigger has one of these like little trigger safeties there, a la Glock. Trigger is okay, nothing to write home about. It does have a little, let me see here. Actually, before I do that, we have the slide release here. We have a safety here, and then we have the takedown pin here. And it's kind of basic takedown mechanism. Now the safety, if you're holding it, because right now I get 2 fingers on this. So, hello. Yeah, I get 2 fingers on it. Now, to activate the safety, very, very nice. Look at that. To put the safety back, you know what? If you have enough thumb strength to put that back, you impress me, because I cannot. I actually have to use my other hand to put it back. So activates very, very easily. Um, you're going to need two hands to put the safety on. But anyway, as far as the trigger pull, you see there's a little bit of take up over there. Yeah, let's do that. We have a little bit of take up, and then the brake. Like I said, it's not a bad trigger. It's just kind of, you know, nothing to write home about, but it's okay. I'm thinking this is probably reversible. No, maybe it's not reversible. The mag safety. Yeah, might not be. Never mind. As far as the sights go, it does have sights. Kinda. Yeah, it has sights. And they are milled into the slide. Not the best sights, but they're okay. I mean, this is kind of, if you're going to take this for concealed carry, you're not going to be all sniper like picking somebody off from, 200 yards away. It's one of those, somebody's 5 yards away and is going to harm you kind of things. In which case, I think it's absolutely fine. It was funny, the guy at the store said to me, he says, it's a very difficult gun to shoot. And I'm thinking it's probably not really that big a deal, I mean, I don't think it's probably that big a deal. I mean, just kind of take your time with it. Now, if you're under pressure, that's another story. But then again, it's kind of going to be like a little point and shoot sort of thing. Another thing I like about this is also referred to as the Lite-Rack. I tried, and I can actually rack this slide with a finger and a thumb. Just nice and easy, which I like quite a bit because my wife has difficulty racking handgun slides, so this is definitely excellent for that. Has some nice front serrations and rear serrations, pretty good, no complaints there. And then it actually kind of has these little, I think they call them wings, right here. So when you pull them back, it actually has some nice, like a nice little ledge. It's really hard to tell, but I would guess maybe they're like less than the 16th of an inch. I didn't even actually notice them till I read about it in the manual. I'm like, that's actually a nice idea. So, like I said, you have a lighter spring here. And besides the lighter spring, you have lots of serrations, pretty good ones too. And I like the shape of them. It kind of really helps get a nice grip on it. And then you can, just pull right back and rack it pretty easily. And again, I'm using a finger and thumb here. I'm not the Incredible Hulk, and I can rack it and lock it back. So, pretty happy with that. Other thing I like the texturing here. So there's a little bit of a bump up here, which I hadn't noticed till I got it home, but this bumps up. Let's see if I can get you to notice that. Again, less than a 16th of an inch. It's not super noticeable, but it is when you're handling the gun. So you kind of have this pretty nice part here. So you get texturing here, here, and here. A little bit of texturing here, and then some more here. It's pretty good. It's not one of these things that's gonna, like sandpaper, but it's a good amount of texturing. You certainly know it's there, and I think it's certainly helpful in getting a good grip on the gun. Other thing I like, I just made a purchase on Amazon for a holster. The great thing about this is, since it's the same size as the LCP2 in 380, and the LCP2 and 380 is a really, really popular handgun, there are a million holsters to choose from. Not literally, I'm just fooling around here, but there are lots and lots and lots of holsters to choose from. So you're gonna, if you decide to get this handgun, you're gonna have your pick of what kind of holsters you want. Inside the waistband, outside the waistband, pocket carry. There's gonna be Kydex, there's gonna be polymer, there's gonna be leather. There is, like, basically the world is your oyster. Because, like I said, it's a popular gun that's been made a while, so the choices are there. I actually picked up a very, very inexpensive holster that I actually have the same brand for one of my other handguns, and I like it quite a bit. It's a Kydex. It only cost me $21. I'll show you guys when I get it tomorrow. And I am very, very happy with it, and I think it's going to be great for inside the waistband carry. I'm assuming I'm not even going to know it's there. I probably forget, because it's a pretty thin gun too. Look at that. I believe it was like 0.79 inches. So this is really the widest part where it kind of bugs out. I'm thinking that looks like maybe about maybe 0.8 inches or so. And right up here near the slide, I'm thinking, just over maybe 0.75 inches. So it's pretty thin. Like I said, it has a very small profile, and if I remember correctly, it weighs 11 inches. So, um, really good. Now, crappy thing, they give you a magazine. That's it. They give you one magazine. Ugh. I checked out some places to purchase magazines. You're looking at about $25 per magazine, but they also have 2-packs that I've seen for about $45. So if you're anything like me, you're probably going to go for the 2-pack and have an extra. Because you know the old saying, 2 is 1 and 1 is none? I take it a little further. I'm like 5 is 4, 4 is 3, 3 is 2, 2 is 1, and 1 is none. So I tend to like to have extra things, especially if certain people out there get their way and they ever start banning 10-round magazines. They'll never be happy. Then they'll ban everything over 8 and over 6 and over 5 and then semi-automatics. And so while fighting them on that, we need to make sure we're stocked up. So basically, I am a very, very happy camper. I've been looking forward to this for a while. I tend to like 22s, easy to shoot. I tend to like smaller handguns. They're easier to conceal, a little more comfortable to carry. And I'm just a big 22 fan. As long as it's a decent quality 22 and you're using good ammunition. I hear people say, I would never trust my life to a 22. These are the people who'd buy like, I don't know, like a Jimenez 22, if Jimenez even makes 22s, but they'd buy like a Jimenez 22 and like some like garbage bulk ammunition and say, it's not reliable. Look at this. It sucks. Well, that's because the gun sucks and the ammunition sucks. But, you know, get a quality 22 like Ruger or Beretta, you know, something like that. Throw some CCI mini mags or velocitors or stingers or something like that in there. You're going to be in good shape. Like I said, if you fire, you know, a few thousand rounds out of it, it's probably not going to be as reliable as a centerfire handgun from a quality company using quality ammo. But, you know, I don't think it's going to be as far off as people think it will be because, again, you're using a quality handgun and using quality ammunition. So that's all I have. And again, this is just a first impression here. Probably not going to the range for a few weeks. When I do go, though, I will do kind of like a first shooting impression. I'm looking forward to it, so I'm hoping it lives up to the hype. If you remember my last 2 range impression videos, I did one on the Heritage Barkeep. You might want to check that out. That was a interesting video. The Barkeep was extremely disappointing, and I like Heritage. So you might want to check that out. And I also did one on the Kel-Tec P17, which was so great, it shocked the crap out of me. I know I shouldn't have been surprised by that, but I was. It performed phenomenally well. So a little something for you to look forward to. I hope you have a good one, and I will talk to you later. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not subscribed and you like the video. Thank you.